Sure does feel like home. Certainly does feel like something that was intended. Something without which things just wouldn't be complete. Alright, let's fucking resume this. Resume this aimless wandering, that is. Let me see. Can't really like wander around the map that much while in the map screen. I'm just wondering. You know, where the fuck am I supposed to be going? Where am I right now? Okay, I'm in the part with the pillars that's on the edge of the stage. Well, there's this part. Actually, what? Wait, what? Okay, yeah, these steps didn't exist before, I guess. I found a place. I also found a couple of Arachnotrons, something I'm certainly decidedly less enthusiastic about. Well, at least now I know where I'm supposed to be going. And, I don't know why that decided to aim itself in such a way that it pretty much exploded right in front of my face. It's kind of funny how things work sometimes, is it not? But hey, at least. At least everything works out eventually. Oh god, what the fuck? I did, just gonna say I did in fact just hear something appear. Here's one of the worst things that could have appeared. Hang on, let me... see, now that I know that shit's going to happen and that I'm gonna be completely left with no choice but to be bombarded by it, let me prepare by equipping an appropriate, adequate weapon. There we go. Oh, okay. And then be... See, this seems fair. Okay, now that I know those two bullshit things are gonna happen, let me prepare by equipping an adequate weapon and getting the fuck out of the corner as soon as I'm able. Because now I know that the fucking floor is going to collapse like that. And at least I'm able to open that door again. So there's the exit, I'm pretty sure. But I want a bit of a reparation. I want to return to the place behind the blue door, which is over here, and get that supercharge that was back here somewhere. If only so that I have, you know, full health when I walk into the next level, which I have the feeling is about to happen. Oh, just in case. Alright, here we are. Fucking finally. This is one of those levels where I will certainly be glad to rid myself of it. Well, I got 100% secrets. I don't know what I missed killing, but no, you're entering Watch Your Step. That sounds like a very, very fine mechanic to have in a game with, you know, as finicky controls as fucking Doom 64. Well, I'm just gonna say I'm glad that I'm playing this in a time when I am actually able to play the PC source port thing instead of having to play it on the actual N64 with the N64 controller, because that would be terrible. I mean, it's not that bad for the first few stages, but then you get to shit like this, and it's like, no. I'm sorry. Right, did I just go into an entire perimeter flank there? I believe I did. Right, so I did find a backpack here. If I continue to go down this way, what sort of horrors will I encounter? I expect the answer to be plentiful. Once. Is that the BFG? I already have the BFG, I guess, so and full plasma ammo, so not much of a point in getting that. Oh, there's a megasphere. This all seems too suspicious, too quiet, I see, but then the quiet was broken in the worst possible way. So I realized that enemies were starting to teleport in. Might as well just have the BFG on this guy. Oh, and the guys behind him, and realized that that wasn't even the best use of that. The best use would have been if these guys had also been killed by it. So I wonder what kind of other terrible crap. Okay, that's what has materialized into this world now. That terrible reality of you know, teleportation has set in. No, maybe it's more of a meta thing than I realized. Maybe this is all on purpose. Maybe because if you remember, the whole thing with the backstory of Doom is that the weird teleportation experiments on the moon bases were what was causing the... what ended up causing the... fuck, that's a pain elemental. What ended up causing the invasion from hell in the first place. So in a way it's actually quite fitting that teleportation will be one of my most hated mechanics in this game, and pretty much in all first-person shooters. It all started with Doom, the true forefather. Alright, now time to figure out exactly what's gonna happen if I fire at this thing. I thought that was a pain elemental, but it's apparently completely frozen, and even if I try to fire at it, it doesn't do anything. Maybe I just can't fire past this point. Also, I don't want to waste the ammo, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Gotta go ahead and not do that in this timeline. Also, I can't help but notice that I think I am now, like, rendered unable to leave this, like, perimeter area. So maybe that's what's the deal here. It's, yeah, this level is called Watch Your Step, I think. That's what the thing said. And, it seems like it's actually physically possible for me to leave the... oh, god damn it. Physically possible for me to step off the edge here. Oh, fuck. So not much of a reason to watch your step, at least until this point, but yeah, it looks like I'm pretty much stuck here for the time being. I guess it's just a matter of killing as much as possible until I am allowed to leave again. Hopefully something that will occur in a sufficiently timely fashion. Well, I do appear to have full rockets, so let's make good use of them. Yeah, actually no, I can actually depart. And I guess I managed to get my full plasma ammo back, though, because I still cannot pick up the BFG. Okay, I would like that, but apparently I cannot get it yet. So what does the fucking map look like? So other than this whole area with all the shit appearing in it, I don't believe there's even anything that... it looks like that's where the exit is, if that... little signal beyond the gate is to be believed. Apparently possibility other than continuing to check out these walkways. Walkways which is apparently quite impossible to walk off of. And I really don't know. Really don't know what else there is to this stage. Perhaps if I return here to the starting area, pretty sure that's what this was. I got a blue key card at some point. Skull key. Maybe I should try to find a place to use that thing. Because there's the exit. Okay, so I can also catch a glimpse of the exit from here. There doesn't really seem to be anywhere else where we can even go right now. Just go back and forth between that area and this entrance area. Apparently not much else to be done at all. So I guess I should try to look for a way to, or look for a place in which to use this here blue skull key. Oh shit, okay. At least now I know that that thing is in fact alive. And we get a bit of a close look at one of those pain elementals. I don't think we even had an opportunity to do that before. Oh shit. Sure, teleportation noises. That's not a good prospect at all. Let's take another quick sweep of the outside here. Well, apparently we can't... Oh, okay. Let's switch that off, I guess. Oh, hello there. To actually be able to activate the elevators there. And, you know, make these imps eat shit. And let me go ahead and not fucking play with tempt fate again. Tempting fate again. And actually make a quick save before I step into this teleporter that leads me into the very narrow hallways. Oh, nice. I thought not their imp to die in such a prompt fashion. So what else do we got here? Another teleporter, would it lead me back to the same place I was at? It seems like that's a yes so far. Or perhaps not. Okay. Instead I get myself a mega armor. I don't really see what else I'm getting for myself so far. Except more armor and more monsters appearing. Only one of which is actually something I desire. I don't know, maybe something I did will have some kind of a effect on the rest of the level, because the bars there, they're still up. I'm pretty sure on both sides of that, but well, there's this. Apparently there's might be some kind of secret passageway I can now make use of to get that mega sphere, and I can now get a BFG pickup because I used some plasma ammo for something. I'm pretty sure this is the place where I would have to, you know, go through to get that mega sphere. But I don't really know how I would go about opening that up. Probably there's some kind of tile. Or maybe, oh fuck, switch somewhere else. Well, one thing I can't help but notice is the fact that this game doesn't have to have its own version of the chain gunner enemy from Doom 2. Bit of a welcome absence, I will say. At least from my point of view. Why do these UAC things sway up bullets? I was gonna say, why the fuck are they not refilling my ammo right now, but then I realized, hey, guess what? fucking shotgun shells are not the same as bullets. To actually be able to refuel that, those things you need to be able to expend a few bullets first, such as normally by firing the chain gun for a while. Jesus Christ. Firing the chain gun at these Hell Knights which are coming from every single direction, no matter which do not die. Okay. Time to expend a little more plasma ammo, methinks, since these guys are being so very stubborn with the whole not dying thing. I know it will change their minds. This will. This mystery laser thing, and then even more things appeared. I will use this thing and then as well. And, okay, have some success. Okay, fucking. Okay. Well, time to run away. That's very good. Everything is fine. Everything is perfectly alright. There we go. Got the situation under control. I say, but now that this guy has arrived, we no longer have the situation under control. No, don't load. Make a quick save. So I guess this was a bit of a lead-in to... Hello, I said yes, load the quick save that time. If you realize what the difference is, but let us flee very quickly from the Cyber Demon, who I guess this whole thing was a lead-in to lead up to fighting. I am not okay with that. I don't even have the Tower of Babel thing to work with here. And, you know, I'm pretty sure the Cyber Demons splash the rockets to create splash damage, and like the rockets from the Mancubi. Mancubi. I've been saying Mancubi, but I don't know if that's how you're actually supposed to say the plural of that enemy. Yeah, this is where we use the rest of our rockets, I guess. I could just use a BFG. I think that might actually be, you know, justified in this situation. All things considered. Given that typically the Cyber Demon is the highest stat enemy of any Doom game that it's in. At least for classic Doom. I don't know if that applies in this one though. Is she gonna step in the middle, or is she still gonna be around the other perimeter? I don't know. Also, there's a car alarm blaring very loudly outside. I wonder if you can hear that. It's unfortunately been a fairly common occurrence for the past few days. That exact car alarm has been blaring for a while, and then stops. It's almost as if whoever owns that car that's making that should stop bothering to turn it on if it's gonna go off so easily. Like, I really don't think there's been like multiple foiled attempts to steal that car that have been causing the alarm to go off. I think it's just fucking stupid. There I have to listen to that. Okay, stepping outside. How many fucking rockets is it gonna take to kill him? Because I think it's quite a fair bit of punishment that he's taking so far, and he still doesn't fucking die. Well, might as well empty my entire supply of rockets on him. That's what it's gonna. Okay, he's dead. So yeah, I guess that was the ultimate challenge. And there's also an energy cell pack. And more stuff like that, so I could have totally used the BFG on that guy. I probably should have, but Well, you know me, I need to fight fire with fire sometimes, so I guess there's the exit. Kinda wondering though. Alright, hold on. Something I wanna know, that, how the fuck do you open that up? I need to know that now, because I really want that Megasphere to make up for that the crap I lost over the course of that battle. Health and the shield I lost, I'm pretty sure it could be in better condition. But I want that Megasphere to make that happen, but I need to actually be able to get that first. Do I interact with one of these gargoyles? Yep, that alarm is still going. Do I interact with one of these things, perhaps? Use either this one or that one. If that were in fact the case, but I'm guessing it's not by the fact that that does not appear to have to. What about the ones on this side? Hang on. No, apparently nothing, so what gives? What the fuck am I supposed to be doing to acquire that Megasphere? Actually, very much compelled to try and find out. You know, whatever means necessary. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, Bast. I don't want to restart right now. Please don't fucking bother me. Oh yeah, the exit is right here, but what if I don't want to go to the exit yet? What if I want to get that thing? You know what? Hang on a minute. I really want that thing, so I'm gonna take license here. And what's this thing called? Watch Your Step. I still don't know why it's called Watch Your Step, though. But that was map 17. Introduces the Cyber Demon. And it's got music that you can barely hear. It's got zombies, imps, sniper imps, demons, speeders, lost souls, cacodemons, hell knights, and an empty item 9. Pain elemental, blah blah blah. Grey hallway. Alright, let me see here. I say let me see here, but I need to actually be able to look at it. There we go. After opening, blah blah blah, blah blah. Stop moving. Okay. Okay. Shoot straight ahead with a shotgun or chain gun and back up. Oh, okay. Well, obviously. Grey hallway. There's a brown door on each end of it. Okay. But you shoot one brown door at the door to the opposite end of the hall, head with the reverse, and try it again. Found the other secret. So did that open up the thing? Oh yeah, I guess I can get more. I should probably get all the extra rockets that are lying around here before I leave. Probably a good idea. I'm actually not quite sure what even caused them to appear, if they just like appeared periodically, or if killing enemies was what made them appear. So is this thing open yet? So I guess it is. I have no fucking idea how you're supposed to know that shooting a door opens the door at the opposite end, and you're supposed to back up into it, but there you go. Okay, invulnerability. I'm guessing you could have used that when fighting the Cyber Demon, but I obviously didn't. So let's get out of here. Let me minimize this again. Alright, look at that. 16% items though. Now entering Spawned Fear, which is apparently a map that you can go to a secret level from. Can't wait to not do that though. Oh, for fuck's sake, hang on. I say hang on, but... okay, I did quick save after getting onto this level. That's a little unusual. I really would not have trusted myself to do such a thing. But a bit more akin to... yeah, I know you won't have the foresight to, you know, quick save. Whenever you quick load after you get wrecked right at the start of the next level, you just kind of go way back into the level that you just left, and you're gonna have to redo a bunch of stuff. That sounds a bit more up my alley, if you will. But I guess this time it was different. Let's see. After using a chain gun to clean out that terrible first area of too much stuff in one place, let's see how many more instances of that await us before we can bring this level to an end. Just notice that I'm pretty sure these, you know, nightmare imps, the ones that are purple and shoot the purple shit, pretty sure they're a bit more speedy than the regular imps. That's another distinguishing trait they have, I guess. Oh boy. Wasn't there a Baron of Hell that I spied on the... I guess maybe need to reveal it by... and there we go. Opening that door with that switch. Just looks like a trippy room, but that, I will say that much. So what lies beyond? What kind of other horrible shit am I going to reveal by virtue of exploring and activating new things? So, you know, it's never gonna be a good thing. Okay, that's where I came from. I don't believe I've come this way. Box of bullets, and this kind of looks like I would have to... Alright, oh, that's a switch. I guess that's the only one that's a switch. See, I could say this fucking platform looks suspicious as hell. Alright. No pun intended. There we go. So I guess we need to use that though, because I have to actually use that to reveal the, for fuck's sake, controls. Why are you so terrible? Reveal the blue key and actually be able to collect that. Of course, now that we have the blue key, watch how we do it. I'm sure there was a red door further down that hole that I just left. So that's what it... hey, it was a real car hunk that time. That played. It's only about 3 hours too late, I think. Maybe 2 hours. I don't know how long it's been since we stopped the broader bands. Shit. See, who's shooting me? I'm feeling that those sounds are shots that are directed towards me, and yet there's No real indication anywhere of what could be producing them. Oh, whatever. Oh, okay, that was an accidental discharge caused by what the fuck? Caused by is there something on the other? See, what the fuck is that? Is there like, oh, okay, there's a secret there. Okay. Okay, I guess I figured it out. Bunch of secret health things back here, as well as a supercharge I'll have to remind myself exists so I can go back and get it. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need it at some point. But not right now, come on, I just want to get this health thing without getting the supercharge there. So once I have my my health sapped by the remainder of this stage, I'll have to come back here so I can refill that. Let's see. Wonder if we shall continue with the good old trend of being able to blaze through these levels fairly quickly. Oh fuck. And also the good old trend of having the fucking Hell Knights literally corner us. They appear en masse in a very unwelcome fashion. Oh yeah, we have the blue key, I forgot about that. I partially forgot about that and partially did not realize what color this door was. In both instances, it may be blamed on my inattentiveness. Right, getting my okay. Supply of fuck. Oh, all right. See, I'm definitely not a fan of those things either, the fucking booby traps. Really do not know how. Oh, Christ, no, this is lovely. I do not know how. I don't even think they were a thing on regular Doom, were they? At least not that I can remember. If they were, then I probably just blocked them out of my mind because they are terrible. Hello. Oh, fuck. I'm kind of panicking trying to fucking quickly switch to this thing again. Alright, we picked up an energy cell at least. Don't have to waste ammo. And the fucking lost souls. Also, hang on a minute. I do notice this big old fire pit in the middle. Okay, and that does hurt us, and if we fall into it, we can never get out, so there's that's good to know. That's the way to do it. Oh, shit. Hang on, this guy's actual Baron. There we go. He's got the red pants and the red beams that he shoots. That's how you know. True mark of royalty. Or nobility, I guess. That's how they do it in hell. Well, I guess that door's not gonna open. I guess that's the door we came in through. For some reason I was inclined to believe that was not the same door, but no, I guess we need to exit through this place. Maybe make to a place where we can make use of the red key we just acquired. I'm pretty sure I've seen a red door already and made note of it as a thing that I couldn't use yet. Perhaps it was down here. I think it was. Yeah, there it is. And there's more of these guys here. Have you ever stopped to think what happened to the good old days where it's just like all imps all the time? Even on the later stages. Those were pretty good days, or at least some pinky demons. Those guys are not so groan-inducing to meet face to face. At least I find that they are not. How many rockets am I missing now? Okay, only 8 more to get that rocket bag back to full capacity. Rocket bag is what you carry your rockets in, clearly. Well, I mean, apparently it's an ammo backpack. So yeah, what's this though, like? Apparently this is not a switch. These things are not a switch, and neither is any of them. Oh wait, never mind. Because I was gonna say, what's the point of coming back here? Just to kill those guys. Why are we back here? Just to suffer. Okay. I'm sure absolutely everything I do has a reason. That's what they teach you after all. Oh, fuck. It's actually kind of another, I think I want to say fairly uncomfortable question in the world of Doom. Because you know that hell's a thing that exists, and, you know, demons are a thing. But, I don't know, I guess you could say it doesn't quite match up with a lot of the popular religious portrayals of it, so... Is there an equivalent to heaven in the Doom world? Why can't they come help us out? Would it be like in Darksiders, where they would actually just end up fucking up humanity as well? Or perhaps we... Oh, what the okay, that's a pain elemental. Just from the side and the back. Not as familiar these sights. Okay, so I guess that guy doesn't actually explode into 2 lost souls when he dies. Like they do in Doom 2. That's actually kind of unusual. So hang on. Oh yeah, there's that mega armor. I guess I could no, I think what I'm gonna do is wait until like I get to the end of the stage, and I'm gonna come back and reclaim the mega armor and the supercharge. And then I can be in tip-top shape again when I get into the next level. There's that's but I realize that fucking radiation symbol is basically this game's equivalent of the rad suit. They don't have an actual rad suit, they have those fucking things. Why they decided to do it like that, I have no idea. Oh fuck. That's not very good. I think at least that wasn't so very not good that... oh, there's another supercharge. There you aren't a reload. So I guess I will get that that supercharge. Next. I'm pretty sure somewhere around here there was a way for me to get up on the elevated portion of this. Was it here? I think it was here, about somewhere perhaps. Yeah, it was. Yeah, there it is. Just gonna get up here and trigger the appearance of more lost souls, I guess. And do so sequentially, because once is not enough. Just gotta have more. It's never enough, you see. These fucking things. There we go. So what's this one gonna do? I have no idea. Surely it was a good thing and not another. Well, that's a Kakuriman, at least it's not a pain elemental. So, you know, small victories. At least it's not a pain elemental. Instead, it's 2 Kakurimans. Wonder if there are emergence, those caused by the appearance of something that's not terrible. No, I wouldn't really count on it so much. Well, there's this. This was not open before. What is that noise? Oh, fuck. See, I do not know what that noise is, but apparently... God, it's so fucking awkward trying to control this precisely. Even with the mouse, as opposed to the controller. Especially when you're kind of panicking, because you're really not very sure whether or not the... Oh, okay. Okay, that... Oh, fuck. Great, I'm a shortcut. I don't know where to, though. Hang on. There's gotta be a lava pit or something of the like. I think it is. Kinda looks that way. And sure enough, that's actually gonna hurt me if I come down here, but I get the feeling that I need to come down here, so here's what I'm going to do. This is presumably where you need the that radiation thing to help you not die. And so let's see, where is the radiation thing and where is it relative to the pit? I think radiation is down here, isn't it? Yep. Radiation shield and the pit is over there. There we go. Because radiation shield is gonna stop you from dying in a fucking lava pit. That's how that works, right? Oh, there's another one. Don't really need it, but I guess it's you know, an unusual bout of kindness. It's here in case you jump down here and you did not have the first one yet, and you're not ready to give up yet, I guess. Even though you very well should. Oh god. I'm supposed to be able to make that. Yeah, there we go, yellow skull key. Now how the fuck do I get out of here? That's my question. I'm pretty sure you can't just climb back up the way you came in. Was I not supposed to... No, I guess that doesn't open, so... Okay, never mind, you can't climb back up the way you came in. I stand corrected. Oh, fuck. You guys should come looking for your friends. Where were you before? There we go. takes care of that, and I am now the proud owner of a yellow skull key. So let us try to find out exactly where we shall find a place to use it. Hang on. Which will probably involve finding a way to get back out of here. Which would not be this way, but the opposite way. Right, or maybe this would be a good time to get the mega armor. Get ourselves in tip-top shape before we even move away from here. And get some extra energy cell ammo, because I did use some of that against the pain elementals. Because they're worth it. That means they're terrible. So it's worth putting as much terrible weaponry power against them as possible. But yeah, where shall we use the yellow key? Have I been into this little room yet? Doesn't really look like I have. Well, here's the yellow door. It's not just gonna be a clear path to the exit. Oh. Why do I open my big mouth? Alright. And of course, there goes my hope that... Well, there's another... At this point I realized, there's another supercharge right behind me that I haven't acquired yet, so... That misery of health that I just lost, I can easily get it back. Not so easily, I guess. And now it's not so much of a misery anymore. Just have to be back out, because I could just go to the exit there, but... No, I want to A, get a bit of health back that I just lost by coming here and grabbing this, and B... return to the other place that I was just in, and... I'll get that box of shotgun shells, sure, but... Also get that other thing, other energy cell unit. Somewhere back here. Because I want that. Where the fuck was it? Was it here? Yeah, I guess it was. Because I just used some of that killing the pain elemental there. Let's merely excuse ourselves and go into the next level. Let's see what we got here. We got 20% of the secrets. We're now entering the spiral. Sounds like a lovely level that doesn't at all seem gimmicky on principle. Let's quickly save, like usual. Oh dear. See, it is, as I just said, this really doesn't seem like a bad thing. It doesn't seem like something that's immediately making me regret the fact that I stepped in here. Okay, that guy seems like he was having a bit of a... No, don't overwrite. And also, hang on, do overwrite quick save now. Just trying to, you know... What was I trying to do there, actually? I was trying to switch my weapons, but I ended up pressing a function key instead. See, now that was cheap as hell, so I will not accept that. I will instead load my quick save, which is right there. Monkey Bus is dead. Well, one Monkey Bus is dead. As you can see, there are at least a couple. And there are even more, and well, they're pinpoint accuracy from really far away, as monkey buses do. Monkey by, who even knows? I wonder if there's like an official statement from id telling you which way to pronounce it, which way to spell it, if it's the plural. Oh fuck. To start paying attention to. stuff that's in front of me. And stuff that, more to the point, is not in front of me, such as the fucking Mancubuses. Or Mancubi that are, you know, I say, or not to correct myself, but just to acknowledge the fact that there are multiple possibilities. For fuck's sake. See this right here? This is not okay at all. I can find a way to recover from this. I mean, there's more armor down there that I can get very easily. There we go. I guess that is what I shall do, and I see another supercharge up there. I suppose that it's time for me to also get that. Well, I would like to get the supercharge, but I nicely know if I can get that easily. Also later default. Time I might actually even find out what that switch even does, because I didn't even press it last time. I just stepped over here and all that shit just appeared. Box of Shogun shells. Okay, well, you know, I actually can get that supercharge. It's almost like they knew how terrible that was going to be, so they just like, hey, we're sorry. Here, have this, we know you need it. That's very, very unusual. Typically they're not so prepared to accept that. They knew you would be put in a situation that was flat out bullshit. They dodge around the question. But I did acquire a red skull key, that's what was in the middle there, I guess. Okay, that was a short level. It's almost like I knew when I get 100% secrets. It's almost like there wasn't even any secrets. Alright, the spiral. We're in level 20 breakdown now. And there's something right behind us as soon as we get into the stage. Which requires a key we don't have because we just entered the stage. It's only one way to go about it, you might say. Okay, I think I hear stuff that... Are those just the sounds of fireballs crashing from the imps? It sounded a bit too strong. It sounded a bit more like, I don't know, rockets from a Mancubus. I'm gonna try to use the singular now so that I don't have to debate with myself what the plural is. Language is stupid. Someone who has studied it for several years, I can tell you this with the utmost earnestness. Okay, so this terrible courtyard of death has been partially cleared, at least. I say partially even though it looks to be totally cleared right now, but I don't trust this game to respect the status quo that I've just imposed. So I can get up here. And there's, do we need to like shoot that thing like in Quake? Well, yes we do. What do you know? Wonder if that thing will actually stay down. Or if we need to race to it. No, it will stay down, I guess. That's how unusual this is. Oh, okay. It just disappeared, that wall. Oh shit. You know the drill. That's pretty much what they should say when they appear at this point, like whenever you get a Hell Knight that appears in front of you. Or like, yeah, you know the drill. You know how this goes. Let's just get it over with. That's what I imagine a Hell Knight's voice would be like, by the way. That's my clear impression. I'll be taking that. I actually don't know if there's gonna be like more stuff on the other side. Okay, there's no more stuff on the other side, but there is in fact a secret area, okay. Like maybe that only opens up after you get that backpack up there. Or the mega armor, excuse me. Clearly it can only be one or the other. Right, so now what though? That's my question. Oh, okay, because I haven't been up here before. Well, these guys wouldn't be here to be the welcome wagon. Alright. Guessing this is where we're gonna be getting the yellow key card or skull key that we need to, you know, ask the keys maybe. Oh fuck. You know the fucking drill. And this time you're even trapped in a little alcove so that they can't even chase you. I was gonna say, even though you can only see one of us at a time, because we're on opposite ends of these, you can kind of instinctively tell that there's at least two of us. Because of noises and because of, you know, symmetry. Just wouldn't make sense without that, would it? Okay, so what's the... Oh, shit. Oh, that's right. Of course I can't escape. That's okay, see, these boys are nice, they wait their turn. And they don't try to fucking overwhelm me with projectiles, so it's not such a big deal that they all charge you. They're like excited dogs, you see. Yeah, that's actually very easy. And now we are the proud owners of a red key, not a yellow key. So we're gonna have to come back here. Time for backtracking. Game theory is Doom and Metroidvania. Well, no it isn't, but... But nothing. That's the end of a Just thought that should have been. I was rather facetious to not have it be so immediately. You know how it goes. Let's just get it over with so I can go on my lunch break, Steve. Alright, so... strafing controls. Strafing controls. Fucking multitude of shotgunners. All of these things, when they join together, they create a rather unpleasant scenario for me. Also, how would you get down there? Because you can see there's fucking cell ammo there. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need this. I'll gladly be taking your offering. Oh, okay. Hey, I'm in a cage now. Clearly I've switched it up. It can be more fun this way, you see. And surprise, there was another one of me. Bet that spooked you. Bet you didn't want to see that. Well, that's actually true, but... man, I don't know. Oh, shit. See, I feel like I'm being very whiny when I say that, but... I don't really know, like, what else could have been done here. I just start thinking about it, like, in a big picture sort of way. This is the N64, you see. I mean, it would be if it were actually the N64, but this comes from the N64, I guess. And, I really don't think the N64 had, like, powerful modding development in the same way that the PC did. Just a bit of a hunch there. Applicability, as Tolkien says. Alright, so this looks really suspicious right here. How do you... oh, okay, it's an invisible wall. Or it's a fake wall, rather. That's quite the opposite of what I just said. I might as well grab this, even though it's probably gonna be squandered immediately. If I would have to guess, and I don't, but... it's always nice to pretend that things that we make believe are actually valid. Well, a lot of people certainly seem to think so. There are always fucking switches, I don't even know what half of them do. Okay, there's one of my friends. See, what did that do? Okay, that actually opened up something that I can see where it was. What the fuck is this music? It sounds like fucking babies crying almost. Parts of it does. How are you supposed to get this with typical controller controls? Or the... what the fuck? How are you supposed to get this at all? I am now thinking. sure there was another switch like that that I saw just a little while ago. See, how do you get that at all? There isn't enough time for that. Right, I'm gonna be very, very not like that. I'm going to attempt to not run out of fucking space in which to pull the mouse back and fail. It's this principal thing, and then what the fuck even is in there? Do I need to like shoot that with a gun? Then no, that doesn't work for that switch. I don't know what make it work. That's just a terrible sensation, that is, I will have you know. Okay, there we fucking go. Jesus Christ. Complete luck employed on that, by the way. As opposed to, well, that is what differentiates it, I guess, from every other attempt that I had. Okay, hang on. So this thing, do you get that by... Oh yes, you do. Well, you almost do. You then fail. Much like with the other one. Since the other switch I had seen, it's like, how do you even... What does this switch even do? Well, the answer is it gives you an excuse to waste a bit more time. I don't know. But what I do know is for to use this, I think I would like to imagine I would probably be deluding myself in parts. This key that I've just located is to be used somewhere around here. And it might even lead to the exit or something comparable. It does, but of course it's not as simple as just getting to the exit. You need to deal with some that good old why does this exist first. That's always a nice prelude to being allowed to leave, but it kind of makes me compelled to come back here just so I can like look for some extra ammo for this fucking thing. There was another box right here, wasn't there? Yeah, there we go. You made me use all those bullets in rapid succession, and now you're gonna pay me back for them. Oh, do I just jump down here? Yeah, there we go. I made it past breakdown, now entering pitfalls. Now entering, let's shoot a guy in the back, because that's fun. Before we do so, let's realize that there's actually more than one guy we need to shoot in the back. And give ourselves a better position from which to take care of this there. This is what level again? 21. Right. So we're nearly there, you guys, I think. Possibly, ostensibly. We are nearly to the point of the match point of destiny. That's clearly an appropriate name for that which we are approaching. This kind of feels like one of the final levels in Doom 2, aesthetically. Oh, okay, we can just pick that up. Oh, fuck. Hey, did it surprise you that I was behind the door right at the start of the level? I'm trying to switch things up now. Kind of a perennial thing with me, you see, except... Did it surprise you that I was behind a very narrow space that looked more like a building error than an actual thing? That's what we call versatility. think I see some of the pitfalls referred to by the title of the level. I am very eager to find ways in which to not fall into them. But if I try to run off here and just run forward, I actually make it somewhere. I have no idea how to make it back now. I realized that would have been a bad idea though. But yeah, how the fuck do I even leave? Do I just step off, I guess? And then, okay. This kind of reminds me of that. I want to say a mixture of like 2 or 3 levels from near the end of Doom 2. I couldn't be able to tell you exactly which ones, but I think that whole thing with the pitfalls that lead into lava reminds me of that one level that I couldn't tell you the name of it, but I could at least like quickly identify it if you like showed me some footage from it. The level where you're trying to not fall off from the very narrow platforms, and if you fall, then you're in like a pit of acid. But in that pit of acid, there's several teleporters you can find to take you back to a place where you're not dying. So it's not as bad. Let's see that it's at least a little bit aesthetically similar to that level with the lava pit with a bunch of arachnotrons and an archvile and like 4 barns of hell in some room that's adjacent to that. Fuck. It's so easy to just fucking... I don't even know if I'm supposed to be able to do what I'm trying to do here. I can say no, but... so easy to just walk backwards and fall by accident. Perhaps I shall try to get over there. Yeah, we can get over here, which I don't believe I have done before, and indeed I have not, as you can see. And we can get back down to where this fucker was. And be greeted by a familiar face. Yet again. You know, at this point, I hadn't even stopped to look, but I'm pretty sure these guys have green hair. They all do. I wonder what's up with that. I'm pretty sure that's not a trick of the light either. They actually have green hair. I wonder if that's all the rage with the Marines in the year... whatever year the Doom games take place in. Year or group of years. You know, it could be several, even though I could totally buy the idea that like the original Doom continuity takes place over the course of a pretty short span of time. Maybe even just a few days. So, I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure according to the flavor text that's just the backstory for this game, which is a continuation from Doom 2, the ending of that. Kind of implies that Mr. Doom guy has been out of action for a while before the start of this. Where? Why is it so difficult there? I was gonna say to get a clear shot, but then I did. Still an open question though. Oh, hello, what is this now? Computer area map. Yeah, that's something that I don't think I've found in any of the previous levels. So that's distinct. I wonder if that's really good. Oh, fuck. Help though. Hey, it's my old friend again. How have you been? And this just kind of make me wonder how I'm gonna react to the Hell Knights in the other two Doom games that I'm gonna be playing after this, because I'm pretty sure they're in both of those. I'm pretty sure there are Hell Knights even in Doom 3, even though like all of the monster designs were done pretty differently for that game, based on what I've seen of it thus far. I create a quick save. Let's see, at this point I realized, you know, that level I was talking about with the very narrow walkways, that's a very narrow walkway right there. Fucking Illuminati confirmed. That or just, you know, purposeful continuity in design. But to what end, though? I mean, I guess that level was... okay, the several gargoyles. I thought that some of them were pain elementals for some reason. That would have been a quite unwelcome sight indeed. Yes, you know, I still keep up my tone where it sounds like I'm complaining, but in retrospect I think I can say with you know, considerable, what do you call it, considerable conviction and sincerity that that level in Doom 2 with the narrow walkways was one of the more relaxed stages that you found near the end of that game, in comparison with just the other stuff. I'm like trying to rack my brain to even remember what it was, but and I realize I probably don't even want to. Okay, I just got an invincibility power up. Do I actually want that? For any reason? Is it gonna be something terrible going to appear once I collect this? Nope. I don't really know why I had that given to me just now. Guess I better hurry back. I got the blue key now. Perhaps I will come across some kind of opportunity in which it will actually be about too late. Actually makes sense to want to have the invincibility power up, but not anymore. These things, you see, they last way too short. Okay. I guess that guy could have been good if I wanted to use the chainsaw against him or whatever, but... where the fuck did he go? Come on. Don't fucking give up the chase. I need you to pick your head out from the corner so I can blast you with rockets. That's how this works. That's how this goes, you see. Don't you dare try to go against the script here. I am the artist. You know, it's like a certain someone on the internet says, I put in the work, I put in the creative input, I use your raw materials to make my work of art, which is this stream, I guess. I don't owe you anything. Sure, no wonder what that could have done. See, at least, I feel like by this point they were learning a little more. Or starting to realize how, you know, some of the shortcomings in design that this game has when compared to the other Doom games. Like the fact that when you flip a switch that opens something, you can't actually see what or hear what it is you just opened because the sound design is not as good as with the normal Doom games. So they instead opt to just have the entire level shake, telling you, hey, guess what, you're gonna have to go find whatever it is that you just activated. But at least you have some kind of assurance that you did in fact change something. I suppose there's something to be said for that. I forgot that this is what the rest of the level looked like, if I have to be totally honest with you. forgot that this was the level we were on. Okay, so now what? Because I don't know if whatever that thing changed even changed anything back here. I would also not be surprised if that were not even the case. Pretty sure there's like nothing left to explore in these stupid hallways either. Just a bunch of dead ends. Does this go? Where does this go actually? Do I need a key to get past whatever the hell this is? Do I need to chainsaw it? Because I have a yellow key but I don't have a red key, I guess. Oh, okay, those things, they just change their face sometimes. Or, oh no, this thing is the one that changes its face. I don't think that's like a switch either. But I'm pretty sure I just played a game not too long ago where there was another wall texture that did this in like an almost identical fashion. I want to say it was like Heretic, but I don't even know. Nope, fuck, okay. Well, I found a place that I haven't been to yet. There's my old buddy, Franklin, to say hi to me, like always. Another mistake. Styre, he's such a card. That's how you use that terminology, right? This looks suspicious as fuck, though. Like, it seems like this would be a... Oh yeah, pretty sure that does do something. Just couldn't fucking hear what it did before, because... Hello, there. Let's fucking use the pistol. Because it takes a while to switch to... hang on. Whoa, okay. Someone just made a lot of noise outside. I'm guessing it was for no good reason. Takes too much time to switch to the like regular shotgun from another weapon, man. I think that's one thing that like controller controls technically have over the traditional mouse and keyboard is that if you know like the exact number of button presses that it takes to go from one weapon to another, then you can very easily switch weapons that way. And it's not like here, where if you want, like, if I don't know, I have the pistol equipped and I want to switch to the single barrel shotgun, I need to press 3 once, then wait for the super shotgun to come up, and then press 3 again. And there you go, it's a regular shotgun. It's a bit inconvenient, much like, you know what else is a bit inconvenient? Trying to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing right now. I've been all over these hallways and I discovered like one more secret, but that's about it. I'm guessing that whatever it is I'm supposed to do next requires me to come back here. And even though when I did, what stopped me from doing anything more was the fact that nothing over here looked different. And it still doesn't, if you don't mind me saying so. Let me see if I can find anything down here in the fucking lava pit. Because I have like no reason to believe so far. Well, there's this. Does this let me cross the lava pit to? I guess it does. A piece of the surface that I have not actually been to yet. A piece of the surface, not a part of the surface, just a piece of it. But yeah, it is as I suspected. Getting out of teleporter will bring you back to the starting area. Jesus Christ, my fucking mouth. And my inability to see anything. Without stumbling over my words 100-fold. I really don't know. Why couldn't they just bring back Mr. SC55 MIDI keyboard guy to, you know, do a new soundtrack for this game? I think I definitely would have preferred that over whatever the fuck it is I'm hearing right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure that, you know, this kind of ambient music, there's a place for it. There's certain mediums or examples of things where it might be appropriate and fitting and enhance the mood, but I really don't think Doom is one of those things. If you'll forgive me for saying so. So I guess I just found a new boot that I just have never noticed before. Or maybe it was here the whole time after coming back from the my first trip into Evil Hallway Land, and I just completely failed to realize that that was the case. That seems pretty plausible. Right about now, I have no idea what that just did either. Guess I'm gonna try to find... Oh, okay, that's what that did. Give me the red skull key, and I think what I want to do now is go back to the hallways and use it in that stupid door that's just like very awkwardly blocking the way. I'm gonna make a beeline for that place, as a matter of fact. If I can remember how to get there. Was it over here? No, not quite. It was obviously in this general area, though. Is it over here? I just went in a circle there. I just went elsewhere there. Did I start by taking the wrong direction here? I'm supposed to go over here, perhaps. Or perhaps back here. Nope, there's nothing back here. Maybe this is the place. Here we go. I thought, but then it did not appear that anything I did had any effect on this. So I have to wonder, or had to wonder. Well, had and have to, really. Both past and present are melded into a single sandwich of idiomatic expression. Oh, fuck, okay. You know, at some point I should have realized that, I should have realized something. At this door, since it was in a hallway that was not the same hallway that had both of the other doors, that it would probably lead somewhere different. That's what I should have realized. But I didn't until then. Right then. Also, hang on. Well, hang on, nothing. I thought I had seen something weird on the map, but it was a false alarm. So yeah, where the fuck do I go now? Where's the red door that I apparently need to open with this? And it's apparently not that weird red skull thing. That's over here. Let's see if I can use the map to more easily find my way back over there. This thing over here. It's apparently nothing to do with this, even though this really looks like the sort of thing that you would have to... There's a colored key to move out of the way. What does that mean? Does that mean I need to go back to the other area? I don't remember seeing any red doors over here, I gotta tell you. Yes, we'll have a look, since there does not appear to be any alternative right now. Oh, okay. Never mind, it's this thing. From back at the start of the level. And I need another switch. Which does something, opens something that I have absolutely no idea what it could be. Perhaps now that I press that switch. Perhaps now I can actually go back to the area with the colored skull wall, and maybe now it will have moved. See, I'm more intrigued than anything, or more intrigued by that wall than anything else in this level, so I am. Definitely, yeah, here we go. And this is the exit, but not before taking care of more of one more of my little encounters here. Sure, we'll just fall down here, and it's like in Silent Hill 2, you see, where at the end of every stage we are going to fall down a pit to make it to the next level. Clearly it's parallel to stuff like Silent Hill 2, wherein James keeps jumping down bottomless pits that he can't see the bottom of in order to like dive deeper and deeper into his subconscious. And clearly we are heading deeper and deeper into hell as a way of exploring our own twisted psyche, because the human mind is the true horror that is capable of this wanton murder and all those things. And how the fuck do I get back up now that I've fallen back here? Is a question you should frequently ask yourself when you are exploring the depths of your own mind. It is a very reasonable line of inquiry, you see. What the fuck is this? Oh no. Well, so how come the Arachnotrons sometimes take 3 rockets to die and sometimes only 2? Who decides how many rockets the Arachnotrons need to be smothered with to meet their demise? Who is the true decider in this world? Is it humanity? For if you consider the decisions of humanity, you will surely come to the realization that were it not for humanity's own existence, many of the questions they seek to answer would simply not exist. And so the answers that humanity creates for itself are no good in anything beyond it, and may not even be adequate in their original purpose, simply owing to the fact that there is no such thing as an irrefutable perception of a definitive truth from the human perspective, due to perception being reliant on the human body, which is an imperfect instrument. It can lead to such things as the creation of Doom 64, though, which I think only so serves to reassert and strengthen that which I have just said. It only raises more and more questions. Alright, so what's down here? I wondered in level 20, what? 22? Burned offerings. Oh, fuck. What was that? Oh no, okay. Well, much like humanity's endless struggle with futility. You know, it's just like I said, the symbolism of this game is certainly comparable to something like Silent Hill. There's that, you know, symbolic significance of the ever-continuing descent downward as a means of exploring the depths of your own mind, and perhaps the continued appearance of the Hell Knights. Absolutely everywhere you look is perhaps a kind of stand-in for Pyramid Head, in that it is sort of I don't know, perennial inconvenience or discomfort that radicates in the mind. But, you know, whereas Pyramid Head is simply representative of a single issue or amalgam of issues with a common root, the Hell Knights represent a variety of problems in a sort of monolithic way. And they are the sort of mundane problems which, no matter how frequently and easily you deal with, you shall always see more of, no matter, you know, independently of the fact that no matter how many more of them you see, you will never truly grow accustomed to them or be happy to see them. And you would in fact be very happy if you knew with certainty that no more of them were gonna be coming your way, even though that's a bit of an unrealistic expectation, and it's more of a wish fulfillment thing than anything. I am sure that John Romero had all of this in mind when he designed these things. Perhaps the inclusion of his own head as the final boss of Doom 2 also has its own significance. That lies quite beyond what the simple naked eye can ascertain, but... Okay, where the fuck are those keys? Because I clearly need some of them to make any more progress. Hello. Did I already press you? I don't know. Oh, okay. I guess not. But I, Hello? Well, it's not really that great if the, you know, the actual boom of opportunity for me to actually be able to press something and have it react. It's very, very close, but yeah, I need Ed to do that now that I have. Let's see exactly what I'll result from it. Certainly one, yeah, apparently that was the only Arachnotron. It was the only Arachnotron, but unfortunately it was not the only bullshit trap that was in this room. That honor belongs to that which we've just witnessed. Okay, I don't know how I got hit by any of that, but I am quite positive there should be a way to avoid that. Oh Christ. Hang on, are those guys there? Yeah, before we go into middle, so allow me to dispose of that guy. Possibly any others. Which I guess do not actually exist, okay. I could just not grab the fucking rocket launcher, but... Or not, never mind. Or I could just cheat that trap entirely. Because that guy's contained entirely over there. Maybe. What did that do? I wondered. Did I just open up the door, or did it close before, or did it result in something else that I can't see? Oh no. This is what it did. Open this up, which let me press another switch, which, much like the first switch that I pressed, I have no immediate idea of what it did, because it's really not self-evident at all. Guess it's time to running laps around the stage again, trying to figure out what that did. Or at least I now want to believe I have some kind of assurance that something changed. Also, morning, Red Bear. Ah, jeez, my fucking... Oh. My lower back is probably not in the best of states right now. Oh boy. Perhaps if I drop the hello, you exist. Try to wiggle around a bit. I thought that was pretty cheap, so I'm gonna go ahead and not accept that. Which is kind of weird, actually, because I was just, you know, I rarely ever bother to do any kind of physical activity these days, but I think just yesterday it was that I was actually bothering to do some jogging. So whatever this bizarre pang that just appeared in the side of me is have to assume that it cannot be attributed immediately to, for fuck's sake, to a simple vegetative states, especially considering that since I lend myself to that far more frequently, I'm sure I would have noticed if that had been the cause. Anyway, what the hell am I doing here? Okay, I'm grabbing the yellow skull key, that's what I'm doing. What do I do with the yellow skull key? I want to say with some degree of security that I have seen a place where such a thing could be used, but where? Here? I don't think it was here, it's just like nothing here now. Should have cleared out that room. You know what I should probably do? I should probably take a drink. I have a big old bottle of hibiscus tea next to me that I have barely even touched. Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck. Let me out, let me out. There we go. Okay, oh. And Mr. Ragnatron here. There we go. Okay. How's that? What the fuck are those noises it's doing? That's a little bit unusual, methinks. Of course, I'm not entirely used to what kind of noises I'm supposed to be able to expect from the Arachnatrons in this game, but I don't think I've ever heard those kinds of furious noises from, well, I mean the Arachnatrons before this were only in Doom 2. But I'm pretty sure that the prototypical behavior that they set in that game is followed pretty closely here. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I was gonna say... Oh, okay. I thought that thing was gonna try to crush me, but... I guess there's another option. Oh, it is gonna try to crush me, never mind. Does that mean I need to kill these guys quick before it actually kills me? Or a combination of these fuckers and it succeed in killing me. Yeah, I guess so. No, do not save, quite the opposite. You need to load a quick save. Because now I at least know that that's gonna happen, so let's see those guys. I know now that it's gonna be worth taking care of quickly, so I'm probably just gonna like spam the plasma gun so I can kill them quick. But I have full rockets and I don't think there's anything more. Anything more? Wait, what? No, I said yes. Do override quick save. Fucking memory cursor. I'm actually kinda curious. Is it actually possible to avoid that? Like, go quickly enough that you can escape getting trapped between two of these things? No, I don't think it is. Sad. Right, where are the fuckers? Come on. There's one of them now. And there's the other one behind me, and right now they are both far enough away that I don't think I can even get them. So I have to take the fucking... Can I even hit them through the thing with this kind of ammo? Or is it just not happening? I don't think it's happening. Yeah, it really didn't look like it was happening. Hang on, so I guess plasma gun is out. Guess I'm just gonna have to do the good old thing. Hit scan, like the good old days. Wait for them to appear, there's one of them. Oh, come on. I need you to come over here and fucking... Position yourself in a position of vulnerability. Where the fuck are they? Why do you hide from me? I thought you were supposed to be trying to kill me. Oh, I could have avoided that. At this point I realize. See, do I only need to kill one of them? See, I'm very adamant on taking as little damage during this as possible. I might only need to kill one of them, actually. Let me try the chain gun this time. Oh, no, I don't even need to fucking kill them. That just appears when they appear. Suddenly this makes a lot more sense. What's here? Did that even do anything? Is one of these places gonna have something new hidden behind it? No. Yeah, there we go. Because if I just leave right now, I'm pretty sure that didn't do anything. Well, actually, yes it did. I was gonna say that didn't do anything, but yes it did. What it did was, it gave me the key in the middle, which I'm pretty sure was the red key. It also made me forget that I'm supposed to be taking a drink. Hang on. I say hang on because I wanted to actually escape this place before I do that. And so I have. And so I realize that there is now a fucking Ragnartron running around, and not just one. In that central courtyard area. The other one is very close to the edge where I am, so let us quickly make short work of that. You know what if I reward myself with a fucking drink? Only after I get out of this stage. That seems seems fairly appropriate. Let's now attempt to use the map to find out where we haven't been. No, we have been here. This is where we find the yellow key. Found the yellow key. As a burnt offering, perhaps. So this thing and this big rock in the middle. Huh. Oh wait, is that you already know that's right. Door right there. And leads to fun times. Fun times on the exit at least. And this time our health didn't get obliterated by that crushing piston trap. So, you know, silver linings and all that. Unholy temple is being entered now. And I can see, okay, so here's the thing. One thing I can't say about this game so far, that's good. One thing I can say in its favor is that I'm pretty sure there were quite a few levels in Doom Vanilla before this that start you off like in view of several enemies and they start attacking you like immediately. And this one, when it does that, at least their backs are turned to you so you can, you know, survey the area and have the first move. So at least there is that, you know, for all of its shortcomings there are a few rays of light to be seen. Also, hello Teppa. It's going pretty alright. There we go. Hopefully that will help. I'm gonna see if I can finish this game now. I think there should only be a small handful of levels left, given that I haven't found any of the secret ones. Unless I'm very much mistaken, which I don't believe I am in this instance. Oh boy. Oh dear. Well, I see that we're being targeted from this raced area, but so far I don't believe I found any way to get up there. Perhaps that shall change eventually. Oh, hello, there's a teleporter here. Let's go ahead and you know, have our suspicions confirmed of where that leads. Oh fuck. And then realize that we're being shot at with plentiful rockets from a completely unknown source, and not be terribly accepting of that. Ugh. And then try to deal with the Hell Knights. Jesus Christ. You know, it's always something with the Hell Knights. There we go. Okay, so it seems that so far the rockets that appeared out of nowhere before are not coming yet. Guessing that there was something that triggered them though. So I will be very gingerly running back and forth until I have been able to get some kind of confirmation of where that came from, alright. Guessing that's what that was. So something occurs when you try to walk down this path that causes a bunch of rockets to be shot at you. So it appears. Also, I gotta say, you know, I hadn't really noticed it up until now for whatever reason, but the lighting in this level is like actually not terrible for once. You can actually see what's around you because it's actually rather bright. It's more than you can see for a lot of the levels in this game. Alright, let's continue on. Let's continue on and assume that there's gonna be even more rockets, yes. For no good reason, granted, but still something that bears not ignoring. Oh boy. Well, much like the appearance of the Barons of Hell up here. Pretty much the same applies to them for no good reason, but still something that you can't afford to ignore. Well, at least they know what kind of ammunition I'm using against them, I guess. Probably a good idea. Yeah, this looks a little bit too inconvenient. Let's see. Sort of horrible things. That's what kind of horrible thing is gonna happen here, right? Now that I know that's gonna happen. There we are. I don't actually know if I'm in a better state now than I was before I walked in here. I have a little bit more armor at least, but a bit of a trade-off with health, as you might have noticed. Oh boy. And of course, we got a party crasher back here. Just fucking having fun with the pinky demons, alright. Well, you gotta come in here and be a spoiled sport. And actually fight competently with projectiles. It's not something I can say that I approve of on principle. Do we need the 3 keys to open this, maybe? Kind of seems to be what that design is suggesting. Well, there's one of the keys. Not that it was completely obvious how to get that, but then I realized that that switch existed. So we have a colored key, not all 3, but we have 1. Apparently that's not enough to do anything yet. It is, however, enough to make me wonder where we're supposed to use this. Because there's that door that we need the blue key. Oh, not the blue key, the red key to open. But I do not know if we've come across anything that would require the blue key to go through. I think we have. Somewhere down here, if my extremely spotty memory serves. No pun intended. apparently that's not really yielding anything. Well, there's the teleporter that he used to get on the stuff up here. And if I go to the other end of this, okay, there's another teleporter much like that one. But apparently not much else. So what could this mean? Oh, okay. Apparently not only do you get rockets fired at you, but they also home in on your position. Pretty sure I should be able to open that, but it takes a little too long. Okay, that time they didn't, at least. And I found a red skull key as well, but I also found a series of pistons that's threatening to crush me, so this feels like one of those levels where it's just like, I hope you're quick saving frequently because there's a lot of bullshit we're gonna throw at you. And will you learn? I do so like it when my enemies shoot each other, because I'm not close enough that they can actually hit me reliably, and there are a bunch of them in the way of each other. It's quite a rewarding sensation, this boy. I see they're both fakes. Is this the real one, perhaps? Nope, this is a third fake. I think I've seen a real one behind it, at least. Of course, the question would have been, how do we get up there if I hadn't immediately noticed those stairs as I was saying that. Are these the only stairs? No, there are some on the other side as well, but I guess it doesn't really matter which ones you take, given that they both exit. Okay. Hang on a minute, that doesn't seem right. I have all three keys now. And here's another one of these things that kind of suggests that, hey, you might need all three keys for this. Does that mean that I need to, like, open all three things that these keys are locking? So I'm guessing that's the exit right there, but it doesn't look like... Look like there's anything I can do there right now. I thought this was already open. What does the game want me to do now, I wondered. Let's see, pretty sure I opened it by doing something up here. Okay, that's how you get that, I guess. Might as well take advantage of that. I got a... what the fuck is this thing? Which is the same message that you get when you get this weapon for the first time. They don't really tell you what it's called. They just say, what the fuck is this? And... okay, here's another gate that I'm kinda glad I found, because I kind of forgotten. I had kind of forgotten where the third one was. But apparently we're still unable to do anything with it. Okay, this is open again. Okay, those are the other things that I noticed earlier that I couldn't get past because I needed the yellow key, but now that I do have it. Oh boy. Let's see what we got. Okay, red switch, yellow switch, blue switch. I wonder if that caused the mysterious doors to open. Also wondering what the deal is with okay, that's how we get back over here. Even though I'm pretty sure I could have just made that by... What? Didn't I just do this? Is this like timed? Oh, okay. Oh, damn it. I need to do it in a certain order, that's what those pictures are actually for, because that's not something I would have expected. Hang on. Let's see if that's the case, then I guess I need to go back and look at them again. Let's go find one of them. Like there's one right here. This one says red, blue, yellow, which is like the normal order, I think. You would usually think to enumerate those colors. So let's see if I try to do it in that order. Red, blue, yellow. And we go back off over there. A bit of a brisk pace. And yeah, sure enough, that's activated now. And while that's activated, let me take a look at stuff down here. Just to try and figure out whether or not that's also open. Or if I need to use some kind of different combination, if you will. This one's yellow, red, blue, and I guess I must have hit that combination before because this is open right now. And I was gonna say, I hear stuff appearing. Here we are. Oh shit. Oh shit, okay. Guessing I was actually quite fortunate to land on this platform, because it seems to me that I would have had a bad time if I hadn't. Alright. I don't really approve of this way of gradually doing things, but I trust that. Okay, this will. What will this do actually? At least enable me to escape this place again, and I guess it will. Maybe. Right, let us never come back here. I hope that whatever it is that we did there is sufficient to help us get that much closer to the exit. So now time to go to where the thing is, the red door. Because I'm pretty sure this is the way to the actual exit place. Or is it? No, yes it is, okay. So there's only one more of these things that requires removal. The combination we need for that is blue, yellow, red. So let's go back and try to do something with that. I think it's this way. And it does indeed appear to be. Alright. Just in case we mess up, which would be kind of a tall order at this point, so we just do it counterclockwise. Or just, actually this is clockwise, not even counterclockwise. And be mildly puzzled by that, like, very faint rock grinding kind of sound that I keep hearing in this area. And perhaps finally make my way out of this stage. There we are. That was different. What I suppose that was that. 20 minutes, now entering no escape. That seems like an inviting name. So let me quick save. Let's take a look at something over here actually real quick before I start this. No escape, no escape. So I believe this is actually the second to last stage. Let's see exactly what Doom 64 has in store for us. There. I think I hear something bad. Yeah, it looks like a cyber demon to me. In the second to last stage, not the last stage itself. Looks like a Monkibus over there. And presumably more of them over there, based on the fact that that thing is... Okay, that guy's taken care of, but as you might have noticed, yeah, there's more. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Pretty sure I want to take care of the Monkibus first, but... Also the fact that the imps take less firepower, so it's a bit more... There. I'm actually kind of amazed they haven't even taken a hit so far. Because I don't think I have. Alright, so... But where was that cyber demon? Because I'm pretty sure I saw it. It's back there. And I get the feeling it's gonna come out at some point. See, I'm terribly enthusiastic for whenever that will be, but... Oh well. So the middle of this thing is in fact the start of the stage, it was at least. It seems to have a few more supplies. Not quite sure what else I'm expected to do right now. I guess I can take a rat shield and traverse the lava and its adjacent caves, in which it is actually kind of difficult to even see things because of a mixture of how dark the game is normally and this fucking green filter. Oh, hello. I guess I found a new place, if nothing else. New place from which it is really kind of unclear. Oh, hang on, I could have fallen down there, but I failed. I can make my way back up there, which I just have. Let me try that again, but this time I shall prepare some contingency, which proved unnecessary. Oh boy. I think I should have tried to get contingency for was the fact that my rat suit thing just ran out, so I don't think I've been here. So if I try to go back into that area, it's probably gonna hurt me. That might have been a squandered opportunity. Okay, I'm really not sure what that's doing. Something over here. Maybe with this pillar it looks kind of different. Yeah, this pillar is removing itself. I guess there's like a shotgun thing under it, but I don't really need it. I guess that's the extent of what's over here, except for this other pillar, which is apparently suspicious as well. Even though it doesn't seem to be mobile, at least not by any means that I can ascertain right now. Well, I do not appear to have succeeded in finding anything else to do, so let me try braving the lava pit again. Okay, I somehow managed to avoid damage. And come back over here and see if there's anything different, because it kinda looked like, yeah. That switch I pressed did something here, and it did, but okay, this is a different switch, isn't it? I believe it might have well been. Oh boy, did that free the cyber demon? That did in fact free the cyber demon. Let's completely empty our rocket supply once more fighting it. Time to run away. And be ready, kind of okay, I was gonna say confused and surprised that it hadn't retaliated, but then it did. No, damn it. I meant to say yes, save. Yes, alright, quick save, but the mouse cursor thing is constantly a disruptive element when I do that. At least this kind of feels like fighting the cyber demon in, I'm gonna say, Doom 1. I should not remember that many fights with the cyber demon being a thing in Doom 2. Pretty much the only one I remember off the top of my head, and that was the one where it pretty much fights the spider mastermind, because they're like in platforms right next to each other, and then since the spider mastermind throws its hits can chain gun shit all over the place, then it's pretty much bound to hit the cyber demon at some point. And even though it technically kinda gets the first gets to draw first blood on that. It's still extremely probable that the Cyber Demon will be the winner of that fight. But not the winner of this fight, it seems. Oh, okay. You win the level as soon as you beat the Cyber Demon. Hang on, I'm gonna do my quick save though, because there's one thing I want to do that I did not realize I would lose my opportunity to do as soon as, you know, the level finished. Well, for one thing, I want to get more rockets to make up for the drain on my supply that this level has been. So check out what is over here. Yeah, this could have left this entire place unexplored. Oh god. Maybe I should have, because fucking pain elemental. Hang on. Well, no, let's look at this the other way. Now that I know that there's a fucking pain elemental here, I can actually sneak up on it. There we go. Fuck. And I can get this. I can get the supercharge and the monkey was ambushing me as well. Yeah.
Nice.
See, it's always something more. Also, shit. I guess I should have seen that coming. But thanks for the follow, Mouth of Decay. I hope you're entertained. I am entertained by my attempts. My very own attempts to escape this situation with this not quite negligible degree of futility. Alright. See, there has to be a way. I have faith that there has to be a way to escape this unscathed. See, if only I had known that this fucking this whole area would be a thing. I pretty much see two options here. I can either compromise and just beat the stage as I am right now by attempting to kill the Cyber Demon like this, or I can try to escape. Which, the reason I want to try to escape as opposed to just trying to kill the Cyber Demon as, you know, as is right now, is that there's also a Mega Armor somewhere back over there that I would like to get that would put my armor at 100%. Which certainly sounds like something, you know, I would want to go with, considering that apparently the stage after this is the final stage. This isn't actually the final stage, which it might surprise you to hear. I certainly find that harder and harder to believe with each passing second. Okay, I escaped. Hey, I did it. Right now, what I want to do is, you know, get this, and there we go. Oh, fuck, I forgot about these guys. God damn it. Well, I say it's less forgotten as, and more just did not realize to begin with. Okay, so, you know what, I'll just take that. How to accept that loss. Methinks. That loss, not so much. Hang on. I'm sure I can do this. So that's what I can do. No, okay. The loss of 10% of my... Why did I just reload that? God damn it, I meant to save, not to reload. There we go. F6, that's what I'm doing. Overwrite quick save. And just finish this guy off, come on. I don't think he had that much health left when I decided to stop fighting him to go off and get this other stuff. There we go. And now... only got 71% killed, so 9% items. And no secrets, but we're now entering the Absolution, which, unless I am very much mistaken, should be the end of the game. Perhaps even have that thing that, well, it certainly looks that way, just based on this starting room. Perhaps I didn't need all of that stuff after all, because there's a fucking megasphere here. And there's this thing, which I'm pretty sure is, you know, this weapon. What the fuck is this weapon, which they never actually named, at least not yet. In the game, that is. Which I get the feeling might be the best option right now. So I guess if you missed any of the weapons, now's the time. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't grab the Megasphere right away. I should grab Invincibility and see exactly what is waiting for me out here. Is this a switch? I like the ability to activate it. I certainly see that, you know, grabbing Invincibility was the good choice right now. I probably shouldn't be getting caught right in the middle of all this though. As it's happening, because I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be quite, yeah, here's the all of this is coming out, and this, so far, this is eerily reminiscent of how terrible the final boss of Doom 2 was. But unlike that, I can see no real way in which to overcome this. Am I actually supposed to die here? So it would be a little odd to say the least. So all these things are just lack the ability to activate them. That's pretty much all. Hang on. I try to put up a bit of a fight still, just from a distance, because I don't know if these guys are still coming out of the blank portals there. I think they are. Just can't see them as well where I died. And apparently if I do die, then I just get sent back here with, well, with nothing, but at least I do have all the weapons, including what the fuck is this? Let me try to spam rockets. Let's see here. Clearly spamming rockets is the answer. So she's gonna start by spamming on the... Okay, there might be a bit of a pattern to this actually, which leads me to believe that there is in fact something that might be done about this mess after all. So, I'm pretty sure that, well, I say that just because of the pain elemental, because I'm pretty sure this is the exact, you know, the exact kind of demons that, for fuck's sake, spawned before right at the start. Don't know about the rest of these, but they seem to be about the same. I can tell you this with no degree of certainty, but I'd have faith. See, the trouble is with the pain elementals, they just... all they do is they just spawn more and more lost souls constantly. And that's all they do. So they just fill up the screen with more and more shit, and they never really stop as long as they're alive. BFG, though, yeah, it might be it, actually. It does in fact have the power to heal a long line of enemies. Actually, they can at least try to wear down the pain elementals to not exist before I attempt to do anything else here. Okay, now I switch to BFG and there we go. Boy, the dogs are angry at this ordeal I am faced with here. Yeah, this does seem to be, I was gonna say this does seem to be putting a dent in them, but I'm not really sure how true that is. So I'll just keep using BFG at any rate. Right, so what I'm kind of wondering too is if I try to... I don't think it's even possible for me to go back to the start though. Back to the start where I could have actually healed. Oh my god, I think what I'm gonna try to do... What if I try to have a different approach now where it's... I start off with BFG. Just to take care of these fuckers. Take care of them as many as possible. Here at the beginning when I've got, still got invincibility, and then when that wears off I switch to plasma gun and try to see how that works out for me so I can at least, well, at least nothing. I don't know where I was taking that thought. Let's see if I can take care of these arachnotrons next. Since I think they're gonna be the biggest problem along with the Monkey-Lusus Monkey-Boy. Wasn't BFG supposed to clear the room well? I think that might be a little too optimistic, because I mean it does have like a long horizontal range of effects. At least so I understand it, but it's not like guaranteed to hit everything and kill it like in an all-encompassing cone. Right, I want to say they're thinning out somewhat, but that would be me being more optimistic. Okay, I'm out of plasma ammo now, I think. No, I'm not. I have 7 left somehow. Okay, now I'm out of plasma ammo, but you know, it seems to me, and it might be... This might be completely a mistake on my part here, that... Okay, I died. Okay, I'm confused. Hang on. I am extremely confused. Am I supposed to just be able to kill everything here? Maybe instead of the plasma gun I should have used the other thing. What the fuck is this thing? I think that's actually stronger. I didn't get any keys, did I? I don't believe I did. Apparently what those things are that I can't activate is... Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done what? Did I just summon Ben? Shouldn't have died. Maybe that's what it meant to say. Now let me load a quick save again. Let me grab this, since, you know, it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to come back into this room at all after I leave. And now apparently you can collect demon keys in the game, which help you, you know, close these things and make this considerably easier, but we didn't find any, because I think they're only in the secret levels. So now we have to face the entire onslaught of demons to be able to try to bring this to an end. Oh, shoot. Fuck. So I guess now I'm just gonna be using this thing instead of the plasma gun. but yeah, this is... I don't know how I feel about this compared to, like, something terrible like the final boss of Doom 2. Now this feels more or less doable than something like the final boss of Doom 2. Don't know why it couldn't have been, well, I mean, there's like, the funny thing about Doom final boss encounters I've noticed is that there's like no middle ground between very easy and very hard. Because, for example, at the end of, Doom 1, you get the Spider Mastermind, who's, if you have the BFG, you can kill him in like 2 seconds. But then at the end of Doom 2, you got the Icon of Sin, which is a complete bullshit fight, which is more luck-based than anything. And really does not feel balanced. Guess I'm gonna keep trying with the BFG. Might actually be a better idea. You pretty much have to get lucky, at least in my experience with it, to even be able to beat the Icon of Sin. Not because of the technique that is required to fight it, but because of the fact that it spawns in randomized groups of enemies, and if you get one that tracks you infallibly, like, I don't know, a Revenant with homing missiles, then you're pretty much completely host. And I want to say this doesn't seem as random, at least, because I think like the exact same groups of enemies are spawned in. But it still feels pretty terrible that they put in fucking a bunch of pain elementals to start you off with, which means you're gonna spam Lost Souls to hell and back. No pun intended. And there's no real way of, here's one thing I can say for the Icon of Sin fight that makes it kind of less terrible is the fact that you can kind of replenish your health. Because there's, a few supercharges that they give you in that stage for that specific purpose. Of helping you die less. That thing is just staring at us very sternly as we die. And here, other than, this stuff that they give you right at the beginning, that doesn't really seem to be the case. Let me try something different. Let me try to, try to use rockets first, and then once I get out of invincibility mode, then I will use the BFG, because the problem with using rockets when you're not invincible is that the splash damage can hurt you as well and basically destroy you. I feel like always the first priority to get rid of this fucking pain elementals, because you do not want more of those Lost Souls fucking muddling up everything here. Where exactly does the starting room go? That's a good question. Actually not sure. I can assume that you cannot go back there. How did that not kill the Microbus? Jesus. Okay, now I should be using what? I guess I'll use this. Is there another pain elemental? There is another pain elemental, goddammit. get rid of that, alright. Okay, it looks like it's kind of thinned out now. Maybe my strategy actually worked. Even if I am left with a stupidly low amount of health. I should probably be using rockets now, because I'm pretty sure no way I tried to go between those. That was a stupid idea. Even though that's kind of how you're supposed to do it. Right, that guy's left. And now the actual final boss comes out. Okay, hang on. Let me make a separate save here. And, oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I was kind of afraid of that. Hang on. So here's the problem. After you do all of that, and the actual final boss comes out, the mother demon, you still get completely destroyed. Because you have no ammo left. Hang on. I still have ammo for this thing. I do. Let's see if I can expand the 100 chain gun bullets I have. Actually, at this point I realize that there's in fact a thing there in the middle. Hang on. Let's see if I can, like, make him a dash for that. Well, I can, but it doesn't really seem to make a difference with these things chasing after you. Just like, homing missiles like the fucking Revenants have in Doom 2. And now they're, doesn't seem like you can shoot them out of the air either, so... So yeah. Hang on. Let me try it. Loading back into this save again. Let's see what happens. You know what happens if I walk out of this backwards? Where does it go? It's not like... Oh, okay. That's where it goes. Okay, so I think I am in fact gonna have to do this over and try to like have enough shit left at the end to fight the mother demon and not get completely destroyed, such as... Actually, let me see, because I'm pretty sure if you just keep firing the chain gun at it, it actually does, you know, it stuns it enough that it doesn't fire the homing stuff at you, so I would probably want that. Let me see. You know, I will fully admit that I am reading the wiki here because the mother demon, blah blah blah. You can hide in the walls, like how you fight a revenant. I don't know about that. The only real choice is to use the BFG 9000 or the rocket launcher, but it takes longer. Might take about 25 rockets to kill with the rocket launcher. Or the super shotgun. The super shotgun, hang on. Ooh. Okay, let me try this. Apparently if you do like extremely precisely timed attacks with the super shotgun from up close, she can stop you from ever doing that, but then I guess I failed that time. Yeah, not at that point I'm at the stage where if she ever gets one of those scoops of missiles out, I'm pretty much dead. Guess I'm gonna try this for a bit. Both spam the here's the problem, I need to both spam the right or the left mouse button to keep doing that, and also hold down the right mouse button and actually stretch so I don't get hit by the fire. And apparently it doesn't quite work here if I spam it that time. Okay, yeah, this doesn't seem to be working out that well. Hang on, let me try to attack her with the chain gun that time, even though that time for some reason it didn't actually stun her. And I don't really know what I did different. Or if it's a random thing. Any more of the... what the fuck gun? No, that's a thing, you see, that thing uses ammunition from... the same kind of ammunition that the plasma gun and the BFG use. I now have no idea of how I even managed to use all of my fucking chain gun ammo on her that time and actually stun her. She doesn't seem to be working at all right now. And I think I'm just gonna have to do this part over. Also, thanks for the 11 bits Red Bear and for the 5 bits Teppa. Let's see, what's my strategy here? So I'm gonna grab this because there's no getting in here once I get out. So I think if I'm gonna want to have either BFG or a lot of rockets when I get to that phase, so I'm gonna want to conserve, well, mostly plasma ammo. I think that's like my most critical resource. So with that said, I think I'm gonna be wanting to use mostly rockets in this first part. Let me see. Let me try this one more time and see exactly how this is gonna go. Right now I think that the best option would be is to spam rockets so that I can get rid of as many of these things as I can. While using up mostly my rocket supply. And I guess I would still try to use rockets even after I go out of invincibility mode, because that's what I want to use over my plasma gun ammo. Or plasma ammo, I guess. I don't really know. Pretty much my main motivation for not using rockets in this part would be the abundance of lost souls, which fucking fly up to your face and cause you to blow the rockets up in your face. And then you got the fucking monkey boy, which I can't even tell. I was gonna say I can't even tell if they're I don't know, I lost my train of thought there. I have to be quite honest with you. Okay, I can see that there's still even more pain elementals appearing after a while. See, the biggest problem in this whole thing is the fact that more and more pain elementals appear and they just keep spamming more and more lost souls. If it weren't for that, I think it would be considerably easier to Just use rockets all the time and strafe around everything else, as opposed to having these enemies that just constantly fly very quickly towards where you are and attack you that way. Immediately I die. I think this is gonna be the only way to do this right now. These rockets for a whole time between this part. Killing all the elementals and lost souls first. Stop them from fucking spamming more and more souls all the time. Okay, right now I think I want to say this is an acceptable start, acceptable beginning, and I want to keep using rockets. Actually, want to use rockets first on the lost souls who are using everything else because they are the worst. Worst things I have faced with in this whole scenario, I would argue. Well, not really. The pain elementals are worse because they're the ones that actually spawn them. Okay, I do not know what. Well, I think I know what. That all the lady right up to me and caused me to blow up a rocket in my face that time. I just don't want to acknowledge it. I do not know where I got stuck on there, but apparently I got stuck on something. It's probably another one of those pain elementals again, that's a thing. Or lost souls, excuse me. Remember to distinguish between the two. Well, here's what I'm gonna try to do next, actually. I'm gonna compromise. I'm gonna use BFG to fight against the pain elementals and lost souls. Once I have suspected that some unit has been made against those particular enemies, then I guess I'm gonna switch to rockets again. So you gotta circle around and try to have a... try to ensure that there are no pain elementals on the field. If I see any of them, I'll use BFG. If I get stuck in the fucking blue headstone thing, then I'm dead. And I think I took care of all the pain elementals I said right before I walk into another one. And before I throw a rocket up in the air for some reason, I saw that. Had nothing in particular. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, that was good. This is pretty much practice right now. Anything else I haven't bothered to reload yet, and I was waiting for that to happen. Okay, no, actually, right after I reload into this, I want to not get stuck in those headstone key things. Or in anything else that I am stuck in, which is apparently many things right now. How do you... Okay, I was gonna see how you're still alive, but maybe it wasn't actually alive. Okay, there's another one. Never actually end, do they? And there's another one still. But I don't think they ever do actually end. Let me strafe around the entire arena again. I will let the amount of stray firepower take care of the muscles that are active right now. I saw right before one of them fucking just comes out of my face and presumably like the rest of the firepowers just like get some cheap pot shots in every once in a while, but the ones that actually end up killing me are the lost souls. And that's how bad the problem is. Okay, right now I'm just waiting to see more pain elementals and so I can blast them with this. I know they're not up here. There's one of them right there. I don't even want to use it for anything else. Just let the infighting take care of some things for me. I'm actually not sure, like, you'd expect with such a high density of demons here to be a lot more infighting. I don't think I've seen that much of it. Actually, certainly not as much as I would like. I think we actually got into a pretty acceptable state of affairs here. Certainly a lot better than it was before. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, let me make another quick save here. I think I'm doing pretty good right now. There's another guy I need to kill, and once I have done that, there we go. This fucker appears, and I'll just spam BFG. Wonder if that's even gonna help me there, but it apparently didn't. Alright, so at least I think I've left off in a pretty good place. Okay, so I need to hit this guy with 3 rockets, I think. And then the fucking final boss appears. Apparently, I think I hit it with 3 BFG shots and it still didn't die. How many BFG shots can I... 360, that's 8, no, 9. 9 BFG shots I can do. So if that's not enough, then I don't really know what... Okay, I don't know where I am right now. Am I inside one of these things? I am, okay. Just checking. Okay, I thought I killed it, but then I got killed after the fact. So what happens after this? That doesn't count, though. No, that does count, okay. You know what, I'll take that. That's just the alternative ending. We die heroically while killing the final boss. Finally, the mother of all demons is dead. So are we, but that's, you know, details. The blood pours from your eyes as you stand in defiance. Yeah, we're standing. As the only marine to endure the slaughter, you decide to remain in hell and ensure no demon ever rises again. The end. So there we go. Remain in hell and ensure no demon ever rises again. Apparently no other marines had the idea to just pick up a bunch of guns and go crazy with them. every single other marine that ever tried to fight against the demons was turned into a zombie. Oh, speaking of that, here we go, zombie man. We get a little credits roll like at the end of Doom 2. Definitely need the triple laser on maker. Yeah, I was actually reading about that Mouth of Decay, but I think the only way to get that is to like find the secret levels and get the demon keys, and I did not do that. I don't know if I'm ever gonna play this game again, but yeah, apparently that makes the fight much easier, because you can just like shut off the gates from which the demons are coming, and then you get a much stronger weapon to use against the actual final boss. So let's just skip through the credits roll here. Imp, Nightmare Imp, Demon aka Pink Demon, Spectre. It's quite a bit easier to see in this, I think, than in the traditional engine. The most fearsome enemy in the game, the Lost Soul, the Cackle Demon. The Hell Knights. The Baron of Hell, see, they are separate. And the Arachnotron, who, I don't know. I think I remember reading somewhere that the way they actually created some of these monsters is by making like actual plasticine models and taking frames of them like in stop motion stuff, and then just turning those into sprites, like even for the original Doom games. So it certainly looks like they might have done that for this as well. The Cyber Demon, the only one, even though there were a couple in the game. And our hero, who you'll probably not see like that in-game, because I don't know. If this had multiplayer, actually wouldn't be too surprising if it did. And then it just loops. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And the music just stops abruptly if you go into the boss menu, because you're not supposed to be able to access that menu in the vanilla version, I guess. The actual N64 version. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I don't think, see, I'm kind of curious now. Is this like a restart level? I don't know. I mean, this is all, you know, preserved. Hosted session. Yeah, I guess maybe you could co-op with this. Don't know how this would work, and if that would be an option even with like the vanilla N64 version, but I guess with this you could set up a co-op thing. I'm pretty sure the original Doom had some like deathmatch modes. There was a lot more connectivity, but yes, that was Doom 64. And let me see. There's one thing, one detail that I want to sate my curiosity about before I bring this to a close, and that's if I try out the actual, you know, original N64 version, it's not gonna have a co-op thing, is it? Because I don't really know how that would work with you know, the actual N64 hardware and controls, because it's not quite the same. Let me just see if I can actually get this started up. I will say, you know, especially after that final stage with all the strafing that that implicated, I am definitely glad that I switched over to the actual PC source port of that game, instead of trying to keep playing it with the the N64 controls, because goddamn. Well, that, and also the N64 controls and the option to save. And not just save in between the levels. I mean, let me see here. I guess you see the, like other marine sprites in this intro screen at least. I don't know if you would normally see them anywhere else in the game. Display password, yeah, that's a thing. I'm pretty sure that there's no actual option to play this with multiple people on the original cartridge. It's like, I guess if you wanted to do co-op, you could do like a split screen kind of thing, but like with GoldenEye, but I really don't know how that, well, I don't know, I guess that could work, but it would be weird. Okay, let me see if I can avoid picking a new game now, because once you do that, you can't really get out of that. Yeah, there don't really seem to be any options for that either, so I guess that's an invention, because the only reason you even have that Doom guy on the field, full sprite, is so you can, well, you only see it in the places in the intro and in the credits pretty much. I guess that's it. So there's that. There's Doom 64. It's a weird thing. Quite a weird experience. Kind of odd, and you know, not without its failings. So it pretty much introduces only two new monsters, which I don't even know if they were in any other Doom games. I don't think they were. Pretty much the only new monsters in this were the Nightmare Imp and the Mother Demon, who apparently is the mother of all demons, who can apparently resurrect demons like the Archvile, even though she never does that in the game. Which, thank goodness for that, because that would be even more annoying. So I wonder where the, you know, since this is supposedly actually supposed to be a continuation to the events of Doom 2, I wonder where the Mother Demon fits in with the lore of the original demon invasion of Earth. What it was up to during that time. I don't know, maybe the Archviles are like baby Mother Demons, who knows? Who knows about the lore of Doom? Well, apparently Doom 2016 knows about the lore of Doom, since apparently that game actually has lore. And I think Doom 3 actually has lore as well. And that's what I'll be playing next, I guess. I don't know when that will be, though. Might be tomorrow, might be in the coming days, might be much later. Given that I think I am soon going to be making myself busy once more with looking for the social work thing that I have to do over the course of the rest of the year. But yeah, if I can get to Doom 3 and then Doom 2016, both of which I have, and which I may or may not have gotten specifically for this. How did I begin that sentence? I don't know how to end it now. Well, basically, once I get through those games, I guess this little series will be brought to a close. Even though there's a couple of other related things I still want to do, like I want to play through the Heretic and Hexen games at some point, but I'm probably gonna take a bit of a break from this old school first-person shooter-y stuff for a while. 'Cause I feel like I'm a little bit burnt out on it. Just from going through like the classic style Dooms. Don't know if the other Doom games that remain are gonna help shake that off. I guess we'll see. But I probably will get to that eventually. But something I might do a little bit sooner is a couple of Doom mods that I was looking at. A couple of custom mods that I kind of wanted to get through, and that, you know, are pretty different in their gameplay style from just what vanilla Doom is. So probably have a look at those before too long. But since I managed to finish Doom 64, has it been 3 hours? I think it's been 3 hours since the stream got interrupted. I think it's actually been quite a bit longer than that. And, well, let's see if I go to my Discord. Then Moxie says that I went live at 5:26, which was about... It's 11:23 now, so roughly 6 hours ago, actually. Hours in which to do a bit more Borderlands and then finish Doom 64. But since I did manage to do that, and since it is kind of late, but surprisingly I'm not completely suffering from narcolepsy like I usually would be at this point. Gonna go ahead and call it now. So yeah, I'll take it easy. Thank you everybody for coming like always. Thanks for chatting. Always great whenever people chat. And I will probably see you soon. Soon meaning anywhere between the span of less than a day to a few days to next Friday. Like usual. And assuming I do it before next Friday, I will be moving on to Doom 3, which is a bit of a reboot from what I understand and quite a bit different, so kind of interested in to see how that will turn out, so I will see you then. Until then, later.